Hello everyone, this is Sibbe Bladh. Many people listen to new age gurus, self-titled experts, so forth, to trying to improve themselves. And one thing that's very disturbing is people try to use the law of attraction. All the way for the last almost 20 years now, this information have been circulating around. And the problem, yes, it is a world that is quite magic, and the seer inside of us controls pretty much of the reality, according to the quantum physics. Yes, it's true. But all these people forget one factor, and the factor is that the universe is watching the individual souls and watching their development. So you cannot get whatever you want. You're gonna get what you give, what you create. You see, if you keep repeating certain behaviors, you will attract that. So if you're positive, if you're good to other people, if you're fair, if you can be trusted, that will reflect back to you. Your actions will reflect and attract what you want, not your thoughts. You can think as much you want, you're not going to get it. Fact is, you're going to hurt yourself, because by expectations you hurt yourself a lot. So when you sit around expecting, visualizing, trying to get something, and you don't get that, it just breeds disappointment in you. It breeds a lack. It makes you feel not good. It makes you feel fucked up, and that was not the purpose. If you instead do what you want to see, what you want to be, you will become that, and you will get that. Because that's what you're always giving. See, if you want empathy, cooperation, you have to show empathy, and you have to cooperate. It's not going to happen that some little soul believe it's super potent and can control reality. It's not going to happen. Nature didn't make you that way. It made you into a mass product, a collective consciousness. Humans need to unite, actually, to get something going. One single unit is not so powerful. And beginning to get disappointed by not reaping their false expectations, it's getting worse and worse and feeling more bad. So we know that is a wrong way to go. That is completely wrong. And it was said, this teaching was made by egoists, by capitalists who value money over people, money over love, everything. So this is not for normal people. And the worst proclaimers of this philosophy, they're the super rich, which is actually very nasty people, very, very aggressive, feeling to be superior over others. So they're bad people. These teachings come from the bad people, those who want you to be a dreamer, because they need you to pay to get this useless information. You see? And all mentally not so strong people, they go for this. They want to get money. This sounds good. But actually, the New Age is just like another Christianity or whatever. It's a sect, it's a cult with their own terms, own terminology, and their own philosophy and thoughts, what's real and not. But all of their teachings forget the fact that the universe is conscious. You might call this God, you might call this the force, the power, whatever you like to call it. This is watching you. Understand? It's watching what you do and feeling what you do. And when you do that, it gives you more of what you need. And that is that is the real law of attraction, And that also is preached. The Christ said, treat others like you would like to be treated yourself. You see, that is the whole of the teaching. You will not get anything else besides what you do. That's why actions is extremely important. People might intellectualize this, but this is direct. Action, consequence. That is direct. That is the law of karma. Divine justice always watching us, always. You cannot go around that by fantasizing and believing and wanting other stuff. You cannot do that. You might do like black magic, but then you have to pay. You will have to pay for the imbalance that you create, because you're not following the order of the universe and the nature. So it just end up with bad karma, and that you will have to pay a price for this. So it's better to be normal and be a good person and do right and do what you love, do what you want to see, treat people how you want to be treated, and you will get that back. Love people, love animals, love plants like you want to be loved, and you will be loved back. Provide for others who are in need, and you will get riches. This is the true law, okay? But you cannot expect anyway, because expectations always breed disappointment. So you must also free your mind. You must do good stuff, and you must free your mind from all kind of thoughts of satisfaction from your actions. That is what the Vedas said. You must act without a want, without a will to get something out of it. And doing good and doing right because it is right, and that you are a good person and you are a highly evolved soul. That's why you do right. Or you do right to become a highly evolved soul. That is all we can do. We might have, trying to engage mystics or whatever, try to get things moving, do magic, but most people have to pay that price for that later on, right? Egoism is it's mesmerizing. It tricks you. It seduces you. It seduces you with a false sense of that things is going to work out, while not doing what it takes to make things work out. The material world is simple. It's simple. 1 + 1 is 2. The rest is in the mystic sphere, and that don't concern humans so much in our reality. We have to follow our rules from our creatures' point of view, our dharma, so to say. We have to follow that, and not make up other things like I am God, I can do whatever I want, because obviously it's fake. You didn't create the universe, right? You didn't create life. You didn't keep life moving, and you didn't end life and ascended to higher existences. You see, God has died. God has gone through this track and died billions of times to be the eternal one. So you cannot jump all those steps and become an omnipotent force that rule reality in this little form. And that is not to say that this is not a mystic place. I have with my own eyes seen so much mystic and how people affect this sphere, this weave, as we call it in the Norse mythology. The urd, the weave of words is easy to manipulate somehow. But you cannot go further than your human energy will take you. That is a misconception. That is a new age bullshit. That is religious. It's not connected to reality. And the good thing about being good, you don't need to think about if it's true or not. That you will get everything from being good. But you will, by being good, you will feel good and you will spread good in the world. And in that way, it doesn't matter if it's wrong or right, you know. You have left that. You have left thought, you have left morality, you have left everything, and you're just doing good and right. Because you take care of your own soul. And you take care of the souls around you. And from that you will reap big benefits. An enormous reward will be granted to you by doing this. That is fulfilling the human dharma. And also to know yourself. To know yourself can be painful. It can mean isolation. The universe isolates you because you need to learn how to be independent. You have to learn how to manifest. And your manifestations is not going to be on that level that these dreamers in the New Age movement talk about. It's going to come through pain, through the darkness, through the suffering. It will come. That's where the power will come. No other power. No power comes without suffering. That is bullshit. That is sugar-coated bullshit. That is designed to trick you and just pay money to their business. Alright? When you come to this channel, it's reality. This is reality channel. I don't mind what you think. I don't mind what rich people think, what the New Age think. I'm just telling you how the real reality is here. It's really simple. It's really simple. Not so complicated at all. That it's made out to be. You don't need a specialist to be a good human. You don't need education. You don't need grades. You don't need to be introduced to that. You know that. You are that. But they programmed you differently. Circumstances changed you, and you adapted to a tough world. And you forgot how good you were when you were small, what kind of beautiful power you came with, right? But humanity is an evil race. And it's an evil race because the force must be purified. The force that lived through this system must be purified. And you are the right soul for the work because you are good. But humans are evil. So you might even yourself inherit some traits that you have to change. Just for the force to become more perfect in the universe. But we're all working on this. There will be no manifestations for my own sake only, for your own sake. Whatever you manifest must serve the purpose, must serve the meaning of the world, the meaning of life. Egoism is just to make the unit work. The individual unit must work, must walk with its feet, must take food to its mouth. It's a very, very simple drive, the ego. It's just to make the body live, for the soul to bloom in this creature. You see? But many go into the ego and confuse that with the higher truth, with the higher purpose of life, with the spiritual purpose of life. And it's not that. Ego is not that. Ego is a program. Even like if you try to kill the smallest insect will try to run and not want to get killed because he have ego. And that's how the world keeps running. that you're conscious that life is worth something. You don't want to die. Even the body wants to live. Even if you're passed out, unconscious, your body will try to live, you see? It will breathe. It will try to wake up itself or whatever. This is ego. Ego is a part of life, but it must not be confused with the inner self. And that's why the ancient master said to realize yourself. You must be self-realized. You must realize the God within you, with the God force, the God consciousness. And then you will have a real self, that is not ego, that is not the ego drive. And then you will start controlling the ego, the urges and desires that stem from the ego, that constantly appear from the ego. You will start to control them. You will be a creator and not a victim of circumstance. You will be a creator of your own reality by your actions and not by your thoughts. So that is today's short message, and good luck with this great journey, and be helpful to each other, be good to each other. It will serve you. Blessed love. Bye.